If cricket is a religion in India, then table tennis is the ultimate religion in China. Beating the Chinese is next to impossible when you have to look at it. But ever since August till now, we have seen 5 instances. We have seen 5 instances of Indian table tennis players really put on a good show against China. What is the success now that India's table tennis players are finding on a consistent basis against the Chinese? And it's not the fact that you're beating low ranked Chinese opponents. No, you're beating individuals in the top 5. Consider this record. Until from 1970 onwards until 2022, it was China that was dominating. But when you look at what happened in Guangzhou, at that time the entire world order changed. China may still be dominating, no problem. Men, women, doubles, they may be dominating. But somewhere down the line, ever since August of 2023, certain cracks have developed in the sentinel called China's table tennis. Because Manika Batra's win against the world number 2, Wang Manyu, has given India's table tennis players a new round of confidence. And which is why these results should not be looked at in isolation at all. Because ever since August till now, Shrija Akula herself told us in an exclusive interview with Sports Today that yes, China can be beaten. And the Indian table tennis team is really living up to that, because prior to Manika Batra's win, you saw the ultimate red letter day in the history of sport. Ahika Mukherjee and Sutirtha Mukherjee beating Chen Meng and Wang Yidi in the Asian Games of 2022 in Guangzhou. Right in the heart of China's table tennis religion, the Indians struck one of the biggest upsets the sport could ever have. And because of that, they were assured of a historic medal. I still maintain it. This victory ensured that India had a newfound belief and that China can be beaten. Because after Ahika and Sutirtha Mukherjee's wonderful feats in the World Team Table Tennis Championships that happened in Korea, Shrija Akula managed to beat world number 2 Wang Yidi, and that ensured that yes, China can be beaten. Not just that, Shrija Akula beat the world number 2. On the same day, Ahika Mukherjee beat world number 1 Sun Ying-sha. 1 and 2, China have always dominated the world rankings, but on the same day, beating both Sun Ying-sha and Wang Yidi ensured that a new chapter was written. India is no longer intimidated by the Chinese in that sense. And fast forward 2 months later, Manika Batra has beaten world number 2 Wang Manyu in the WTT Saudi Super Smash that has happened. Not just this, even if you look at the mixed doubles part, Harmeet Desai and Yashaswini Ghorpade have also beaten the world number 6. So, slowly but surely, maybe due to the Ultimate Table Tennis League, India's players are finding the right exposure. But there is a certain adjustment that has ensured that India can beat the Chinese on a consistent basis. You can even dare to dream the impossible in the Olympics, because in the case of Ahika Mukherjee, if you have to look at it, she employs the revolutionary anti-topspin rubber called the Dr. Neubauer Gorilla. Now, what does the Neubauer Gorilla say? It reduces the topspin. China's athletes have always relied on aggressive attack with a lot of topspin, but the Neubauer Gorilla, which is there, the rubber that is there, it ensures that the topspin is negated. For chopping and strong topspin shots can be returned with enhanced backspin. You saw why Ahika and Sutirtha did that in the Asiad. There was, the topspin was negated, the depth was also there on equal terms, and because of that, Sutirtha and Ahika Mukherjee managed to beat the world number 2 at that point. So that is why 0.6 millimeter thickness sponge that is making the difference for some Indian players. There is a 0.6 millimeter thickness of the sponge that is ensuring that whatever the Chinese players do, it can get negated by it. This anti-topspin rubber has been the difference maker for the Indian players, and because of that, a mix and match of caution and aggression has made it sure that 4 big wins in the space of just 7 to 8 months has given the Indian table tennis team a big shot in the arm. Manika Batra's win is no fluke. You've beaten the top 3 or 4 Chinese players in the course of 7 to 8 months. You can dream. Yes, in the Olympics, it's a totally different beast altogether. But always remember, we all thought that Aika Mukherjee and Sutrita Mukherjee had no chance in Guangzhou. Paris Olympics, maybe, just maybe, a miracle might be possible. These 4 wins should not be taken in isolation. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.